to sleep overnight, that we put the necessary things in place to get it done.
Minister of Adequate Overnight Accommodation. Mr. McKenzie was speaking during the Clarendon Municipal Corporation's observance of World Homeless Day on October 10 at the old police station grounds in Maypen, Clarendon. The all-day event, hosted by the Clarendon Municipal Corporation's Poor Relief Department in collaboration with the Clarendon Health Department, oversaw a slew of activities. These included a road march raising awareness, a debate competition, a panel discussion, plus health checks and grooming services offered to the homeless population. World Homeless Day was commemorated under the theme Bridging Gaps in Homelessness, connecting persons to services and community through data collection.
Kevin, how you look so happy this morning? Sound like you get some good news, man.
You remember the other day how the thief them move out with me goat them?
Yeah, me remember. Me still vexed about it.
You want to know, say me just get a call from the Sarge down at the station. Him say him find a car full of goat and me must come look on them.
A lie. So I find them so fast.
The driver never have no receipt for the goat them.
Farmers, the Agriculture Receipt Book helps in the fight against predial larceny. To get more information, call the Jamaica Agricultural Society at 876-922-0610.
The Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission, BGLC, advises the public that placing bets on websites that are unlicensed in Jamaica is against the law. Don't risk losing money or having your personal information stolen. Protect yourself. Only use betting platforms licensed by the BGLC. Bet smart. Bet safe. Bet legally. A message from the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission.
Vision 2030 is a plan by Jamaicans for Jamaicans. The plan includes the views of students, NGOs, churches, representatives of the public and private sectors, as well as Jamaicans in the diaspora. It's our plan to make Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. To access the full National Development Plan, visit vision2030.gov.jm. You may also contact the Planning Institute of Jamaica at 876-960-9339.
You're ready. So come join us.
That's all the time we have for today, but join us next time when we'll highlight happenings round about JA. Until then, I'm Joy Kelly with studio engineer Andre Sawyers. Walk good.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
You're inside the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.
Nationwide 90 FM, continuing the tradition of fair, fearless, and factual reporting.
Jamaica's unemployment rate has fallen to 3.3%, down from 13.2% in 2016. Our government's continued focus on job creation is delivering real results. We are building Jamaica. The time by the Office of the Prime Minister is
6 minutes after 9.
Inside the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.
Good morning to you. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, October 21, 2025. We are alive and well, and for that, we give God thanks. Good morning from our brand new space on Ocean Boulevard. Good morning to all of you listening on the 90 FM band, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9. Thank you so much for joining us on your radio. If you are listening and watching on our YouTube channel, good morning to you. The channel is Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. That's Nationwide 90 FM LIVE with the number 2 beside that. Go on over there and subscribe. Click the subscribe button and also click the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we go live and whenever we post a video. I want to say good morning to Rupert Wilson, first in the YouTube chat this morning. Also seeing SH, good morning to you, SH. Monique Hunter, top of the morning to you as well. Roger Smart, good morning to ya. Monica Callum, top of the morning to you as well. Sonia Hutton, Sharon Smichael, Sharon Morgan, David Nebar, good morning to you as well. Errol, good morning to you, Sir Errol Townsend, Elvis White, ISO Mario. Yeah, man, the YouTube chat full this morning. Big up to all of you in the YouTube chat. If you are listening from our mobile app, available for free on the Google Play and the Apple App Store, that's Revo News. Good morning to you, and those listening and watching on our website, revonews.ai. Top of the morning to you. Thank you for making it nationwide 90 FM. All right, so it's a Tuesday morning, guys, and you know on Tuesdays we take your calls. So the phone lines will be open. Just to let you know, though, at 9:15 we will take Inside Customs. So you will hear that, and then we will return at about 9:30 after Inside Customs for more of your calls. Just before we go into the program, I want to say happy belated birthday to Auntie Jacinth, coming from your nephew. You're the nephew, Kevin. Are you the nephew? Yes, Kevin is the nephew. You know, Kevin's birthday greetings. He's been doing better recently, you know, at getting them in on time. This one is belated, I'm assuming, because it was probably over the weekend. So happy belated birthday to you, Auntie Jacinth, coming from your nephew, Kevin. I hope it was a great one for you, and I hope Kevin helped to make it a great birthday. Now, before I have to break for Inside Customs, you see, there is a pothole on Spanish Town Road, and it almost cost us a producer this morning. That pothole on Spanish Town Road, just before you get under the bridge, 3 miles there. If you drive that area, you should know it pretty well. It needs urgent attention. My producer, Michelle, doesn't have her car this morning because of that pothole. I am calling out to the authorities. Please, urgently attend to that pothole on Spanish Town Road just before you get under the bridge in the 3 miles area. That needs attention immediately. Because if it mash up Michelle car, I'm sure it mash up a couple others and cause a couple people to swing and all kind of something. So I am asking the authorities to please attend to Spanish Town Road, that area there. And I'm going to acknowledge the work that is being done. I am going to acknowledge the work that is being done on Spanish Town Road, because there are some areas that are being patched and repaved and all of that. So we see the work. However, that one there, it needs some attention. It needs some attention. It definitely needs some attention. All right? So that is Spanish Town Road. Good. On a lighter note, just before we go to Inside Customs, over the holiday, it's not really a holiday for people who are working. It's really a holiday for the kids because it's just one day for us. But over that period, I was able to visit a special man. And before I tell you who it is, I'll also say over the holiday, I've had several persons reach out to me wondering if I had done some studies at the seminary in theology. Because apparently, I am now Pastor Nora. Now, for those of you who did not hear the original clip or you don't know where it's coming from, last week there was some conversation about the low growth rate, population growth rate, and less people having children and all of that, and there was mention of Pastor Nora and the availability of Pastor Nora and the increase in take up of Pastor Nora, which is something that can control birth, and Papa Nana called asking about Pastor Nora, but Papa Nana didn't get the name right, so Papa Nana asked about Pastor Nora, and that clip has gone far and wide, and if I should get $1 for everybody who reach out to me asking about Pastor Nora, I would be well off today. But I visited Papa Nana over the weekend. And good morning to you, Papa Nana. And I just want to say, such a lovely man, such a welcoming man. And I also met Mama Nana. Oh, there it is, Pastor Nora. Jamaicans are very quick. Jamaicans are very quick with it. So if you're on our YouTube channel, you can see that someone went out of their way to design the contraceptive Pastor Nora. So it says on the box, Pastor Nora, morning after pill, emergency contraceptive, and then there's an alternate spelling, PASTAHNORAH, Pastor Nora. Big up Papa Nana every time. And Papa Nana should be getting some royalties for this one. But good morning to you. A special good morning to you, Papa Nana and Mama Nana and Tiffany, who helped to direct me to Papa Nana's house. Good morning to you, Tiffany. We are up on the break. As I said before, we are going to hear Inside Customs after the break. And then when we come back, we will take your calls.
Decorate and redecorate your space with water-resistant, colorful, and fast-drying paints from Edgechem Paints. The time by Edgechem Paints, changing lives 1 gallon at a time, is
9:15.
Everybody needs a helping hand, somebody to understand. In the end, we're all human. For people living with HIV, no discrimination. Here to support them through. Respect you as usual. Got to protect them too. Whether your friend or your family, somebody in your community. People living with HIV. Protect, accept, and respect people living with HIV. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Welcome to Inside Customs, brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency, country above self.
Welcome to Inside Customs here on Nationwide 90 FM. It's a product of the Jamaica Customs Agency, JCA, and it's where customs looking at the things that people complain about, the things that people have questions about, and they send their experts to provide the explanation, to provide information that can make people more confident in interacting and interfacing with customs and its various processes as it looks to collect the revenue that is due to the country. My guest this morning is Albert Anderson. He's the Director of Compliance at the Jamaica Customs Agency. Good morning, Albert.
Good morning. Good morning, George.
How are you, sir?
Quite fine, as much as can be.
Finish the phrase. Fortis cadere.
Cedere, non potes.
The brave may
fall, but never yield.
There you go. Yeah. We're doing this. Listeners, to annoy our technical man, Jermaine King, Mr. Rabalaki. What's the Rabalak motto? Anyway, never mind. All right, Albert. We're talking about the Returning Residents Incentives Program today. And it's in order and proper to ask, what is the Returning Residents Incentives Program?
Okay, so it's basically an incentive that is provided by the government for residents of Jamaica who have been residing overseas for more than 3 years, who wish to return to Jamaica and make a home here, a permanent resident here. So the government offers this incentive in terms of tax-free incentive for your personal and household effects that you are returning to the country with to settle.
All right. So if I'm 16 years old and returning home, do I qualify or do I have to be a certain minimum age?
No, you would have to be over 18 years.
So 18 is the minimum age?
Yes, that's the minimum age.
All right. So give me this. Picture this scenario now, Albert. I live in Wisconsin. I am 39 years old. I've been living in Wisconsin for 17 years. And you say, I'm going to go home now. So I have my household items, my furnishings. I have so many things that I'll need if I were to live in Jamaica. And I'm saying, you know what? I wonder if I can bring these things home and how much it will cost me. Is that the person that this incentives program is looking out for?
That's exactly the person that we are trying to reach out to. So we are basically saying that you can come home with those items duty-free. So we are saying that welcome back to Jamaica. It's like welcoming you back home.
Yes.
There's one thing that is normally questioned, and that is in terms of motor vehicle.
Yes.
That is not something that is offered duty-free.
Yes.
However, the incentive that is given for a motor vehicle is that you are allowed to bring a motor vehicle that is up to 10 years of age into the island.
Yes.
As it currently applies, it's like the maximum you can bring in for a motor car is like 6 years.
Yes.
So this is the incentive and say, all right, we'll allow you to bring a 10-year vehicle into the country, but the duties apply on motor vehicles.
So I can't have my Pontiac GT, 12 years old, and get the incentive to bring it home?
No, you would not be able to bring in a 12-year-old vehicle.
Very well. All right. So I can bring home my household items and special conditions apply to my car under 10 years old.
Yeah.
But in terms of the program, so I've listed all the items in my household, all the items that I want to come back to Jamaica with. First of all, where do I go to see where what is the list of exemptions, what I can bring back, and what duty will apply under the incentives? Where do I go to see all of that information?
All right, so all of this information is provided on the Jamaica Customs website. So you go to our website and you go to the Returning Residents Unit tab. And once you go to that, we will give you a step-by-step in terms of how you go about applying for this Returning Residents Incentive. And it's a simple process. Everything is done online. And once you register, firstly, and then once you register, you'll get a response to a link to do the application.
Yes.
And within a couple of days, somebody will make contact with you to give you further details on how you go forward.
It may seem like a simple thing, Albert, but tell me specifically. When I go on that tab and I complete the form online, and I can only do it online, of course, right?
Yes.
Right. Good.
No, but you can come into the office.
Yes. If I can
so
fly down and while I'm here, I can.
You can come in and then they will guide you.
But if I'm out of the island, I can do it online.
Online.
Very
yes.
right. So when I complete the form online, like people like to say, boy, I call the radio station and George, I do the thing online, and it's 43 days, nobody don't respond to me. What time frame is Customs committed to telling people that within X amount of days you should get a response from us?
Within 72 hours.
72, so that's 3 days.
So within 3 days.
And that's a quality standard.
That is the standard.
That in your KPI, that you and your team must respond in 3 days.
Yes.
Very well.
So we'll have to respond to you. Once you register, we'll have to respond to you within that period of time.
Yes.
And to say, we have received your application.
All right. And that's an email response?
That's an emailed response.
All right. So I've done the form. You've made contact with me after 3 days. What happens next?
All right. So it's basically guiding you through the process now. So we will tell you certain stipulations, like you would have to bring the items in within 6 months of your permanent return.
So it's not forever?
No.
You can't bring them little over 5 years?
No. You can bring in little, but the little will be within the 6 months.
Within the 6 months.
All right. So it's not an inexhaustive period that you have to use this incentive. And we realize that person may have challenges because a lot of the persons returning are normally elderly persons.
Yes.
Sometimes some ailments occur along the way, and then you have challenges getting back and get everything within the 6 months. But what we'll ask you to do is to keep the communication line open. Let us be aware of the challenges that you're having, and then we will see what we can do to assist. But if you wait until it expires, especially if it has expired for an extensive amount of time, and then at the time now you are reaching out to say, well, no, we're having this challenge, then there will be an issue because the policy does not allow us to go further than that.
So it's not that customs wants to be unreasonable. So if the 6 months expire, and in month 7 you say, boy, the thing lapse and I have a foot here, give me some problems, so I can't travel and so forth. Please be notified of. So customs takes that into consideration.
Yes, ma'am, because we have offered extensions. We have given several extensions, but where the period of time is extensive, or it will be a challenge for us. It is something that we have spoken about in terms of probably looking at revising the period, probably upward, but it is something that has not been established as yet. But as you know, one of our core values is being customer focused, and as a result of that, we are looking intensely at seeing how we can better create a situation that is more feasible for returning residents.
And while, Albert, you operate by the book, you're not operating by the book at the expense of the real issues that people encounter. So you are reasonable as best as you can.
We are reasonable as best as we can. And and we have to put these things in place because if you don't have certain things in place, then you will have persons bypassing the system and you will have loopholes. So we have to do those things in terms of trying to keep the security level.
All right. So watch me now. You say 3 years is the I would have had to live overseas for 3 years.
Yes.
How do you prove how long I lived in the States?
All right. So you would have to show us. You would have to prove to us that you have been living. So if you have been employed for with a company for a certain period of time, then you can show us your tax returns, your employment letters, to say that yes, I've been employed for a certain amount of time. And it is not about only employment because you have persons who have been there and they have not been employed.
There you go.
But because the incentive is also offered to deportees.
Yes.
All right?
Excellent point.
Yes. So it's also offered to deportees.
Yes.
So they would have to show that, well, I've been left Jamaica at this time and for that period of time, I've been in this country. And as a result, now I'm returning home. So the fact is that it is not only persons who are employed, but you just have to prove that you have been overseas for that period of time.
I can just imagine the questions coming left, right, and center, Albert. So here's the thing now. So you have this very smart fridge that you have using in your home in Wisconsin. You coming home now for whatever reason, and you call this radio station and you say, boy, customs giving you a hard time because the fridge costs X and they're basing the amount that they're charging to bring home the fridge on the cost of the fridge, and you don't feel that applicable. Is that how customs determines the waiver that they give on each item that is being brought back?
No, so you're talking in terms of returning residents?
Yes.
No, man, with returning residents, it doesn't even have to be things that you're using now.
Yes.
If you want and you're returning home and you want to buy a brand new set of furniture,
yes,
it still comes in duty free. Yes, so
Excellent.
It is not a case of you. It has to be things that you have been using over a period. Because you might have been using things and they are no age.
Right.
Which means that when you carry them back to Jamaica within a year.
You know, okay, all broke come on Jamaica.
Yeah, exactly. So that is it. In the terms of a motor vehicle, though, you have to have had it at least 6 months before importation. So you can't just bring in a brand new bite next week, last week, and then bring it in this week. Yeah, you understand?
Yes.
As not in terms of a motor vehicle, I should have said that. But in terms, yes, the motor vehicle, but like you're buying a vehicle that is at the border the 10 years.
Yes.
And then you are bringing it in within that period of time.
Yes.
You would have to have it at least 6 months before.
Yes.
In terms of motor vehicles.
I think we can do another one, Albert. We can do another one next week to go further, because I'm sure there are other questions people have to answer. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap this week's episode now, but listen again in this same slot next week. We're going to continue the returning residents incentives program for people looking to come home after living outside of the country for at least 3 years. You are able to bring your items with you, your household items, everyday items, the things that you treasure. You come in with them duty-free. Customs is saying, come on, bring them, come. But you have to meet certain conditions, which are not strict, I must admit. I know you want more information, but listen to us next week. Thank you, Albert, and I'll talk to you again next week.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right, good.
That was Inside Customs, brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency, country above self.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers provides quality insurance coverage and risk management services. The time by Spectrum Insurance Brokers Limited, setting the industry standards, is
9:28.
Me grew up as my granny save her money under her mattress. But at an old time something. That's where I save my money in the bank. And because I want to buy a little house, I also save in a building society. We have to be smart with how we save our money.
So what if the bank crash?
Well, that's where JDIC comes in. Make I tell you something. With the JDIC Deposit Insurance Scheme, once you save your money in a commercial bank, merchant bank, or building society, your deposit is covered up to a maximum of $1.2 million per depositor per financial institution if the institution fails. All the information that you need is available at jdic.org, and you can follow their social media platform for more information.
JDIC, protecting deposits for you and me.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Stay ahead of the curve with our cutting-edge reporting and accurate breaking news coverage.
We are having an earthquake. Oh, God.
Hear it here first on Nationwide 90 FM. Tune in, turn up the volume, and listen. We bring a mix of news, entertainment, and sports to your lives.
Nationwide 90 FM's live and continuous coverage of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
News and discussions week mornings.
Coming up in the news at 6 for this morning.
Entertainment in the afternoons, then news again in the evenings.
Nationwide news at this hour, fired.
Also tune in to the entertainment and sports shows in the nights and on the weekends.
It is Boy Things After Dark right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Everything is news, from current affairs and entertainment to sports, business, and other categories.
Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga, Zen.
From every whisper to every commotion.
That's rubbish. The KSAMC cannot investigate itself.
Every news story unfolds here first at Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Every sound is a story, and every story we share is news. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You are back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Nora Gay Banton. We're going to take your calls now, but just to let you know, listeners, remember we are transitioning, so all our numbers aren't up right now. So the number you can get us on, one number, 618-6730. So that's 876-618-6730, and I'll repeat that a couple more times throughout, so that those who are used to our other numbers for now will get on board with this one. And of course, we'll let you know when our other numbers are back up, but it's 618-6730. That is the number to call, 618-6730. Maybe Michelle, maybe you can pin it in the YouTube chat so that those who may be watching on YouTube and want to give a call can do so. Important update from the Met Service. The Met Service is now letting us know that a tropical storm watch is now in effect for Jamaica, as there is a potential for a tropical cyclone to form in the Central Caribbean later today. This means that tropical storm conditions could pose a possible threat to Jamaica within 48 hours. The Met Service says satellite radar and surface observation suggests that the area of low pressure over the central Caribbean Sea is developing a well-defined center and is already producing winds up to 72 kilometers per hour. Environmental conditions are forecast to become more conducive for development, and a tropical storm is expected to form later today while it slows down over the central Caribbean Sea. So once again, latest from the Met Service, a tropical storm watch is now in effect for Jamaica. So you can do with that information what you will. You know, we are still in the hurricane season. The hurricane season ends at the end of November. So we are within the window for weather activity of this nature. So if you haven't been, preparing yourselves, if it's, whether your household or, just ensuring that your pantry is stocked enough. It didn't say a hurricane, but, these things can develop over time and over, short period of time. So just note that Jamaica is now under tropical storm watch. And just before I go to the phone lines, I saw news commentator J.A. in the comments asking about NSWMA and the improvements to their the fleet of trucks, because she says there has been no garbage collection in her area for 3 weeks. News commentator J.A., if you could just let us know where you are. Mr. Audley Gordon, head of the NSWMA, is very, very responsive. And if you could just tell us where you are, we can relay that information to him and he'll see how best he can assist you with that. So just let us know, news commentator J.A., where you are so that we can give that information to Mr. Gordon. Alaric, good morning.
Good morning, Nora. I heard you went to look for my big brother yesterday.
Yes, I did. I went to look for Papa Nana yesterday.
Yes, and he called me, but I didn't respond to the phone while you were there. Congratulations, you found my big brother. He's a character, isn't he?
Of course, man. They want to know that from over the phone already, man.
I'm a big brother, man. I meet Mama Nana.
Yes, I met Mama Nana and Tiffany, who is there with them as well. Yes.
But I'm always there, so always pass through.
Oh, me never know, say you frequent the place.
Then I'm a big brother, man. I'm from a nationwide family.
Hopefully because I will be going back. Hard to find,
In the 10 minutes from you, man.
Yeah, man, hard to find. Hard to find. So I'll definitely be back. So maybe we can coordinate and be there at the same time.
The place know him.
Yes, a popular man. While I was there, about 2 persons came in the short time that I was there.
Everybody wanted to meet you.
No, they were coming to Papa Nana. They're coming to him.
He told me that you came by, and I said, yeah, man, that's you. Congratulations to you guys for moving into your new place, and I hope you guys enjoy the numbers I was giving trouble until you said it a while ago. Yes. We could get you, so enjoy.
Thank you so much, Alaric.
Where the comfort and things. So big up on yourself.
Thank you so much, Alaric. I appreciate it.
And enjoy doing the good work from there. It should be easier from there and you're more relaxed. I heard Tana talking about looking outside and might get them up. But I know that the tranquility will also help you better. So big up on yourself and enjoy, man.
Thank you so much, Alaric. Yes, the view is, it's a welcoming view indeed.
So where is it exactly?
The Digicel building is literally on the waterfront.
Oh, I know where the Digicel
Yeah, the Digicel building. That's where we are.
All right, yeah, man. You should be good there. Take care of yourself, and I hope the staff enjoy the new settings and big up on yourself, man.
Yes, it's still some adjusting, but we're getting into it. It
takes time to settle in, and you enjoy that boat. You have to put things where you have to put your curtain and to blend this and that. That's how you go when you move now.
Yes, indeed.
All right, guys. Have a good day, guys, and continue the good work from where you are.
All right, Alaric. Thank you so much for calling. This morning I was just, doing a little brag on my co-workers because it's I believe I said it on air before. It's much easier for me to get to work. I don't have to go towards Halfway Tree and be in traffic with all the other people who are going in that direction for work. I'm here in a jiffy, because I'm from the east, so I am here quick time. I encounter no traffic at all. It is literally just a breeze getting here. Passing out by the back road around there. It's lovely. It's lovely. It's a little different for some of my other co-workers who are closer to Bradley Avenue. But, you have to give and take sometimes. It's our turn. Myself and Ricardo, I'm sure Ricardo will enjoy coming to work today. All right. Still waiting on news commentator to just tell me the area where she is so that we can give that information to Mr. Gordon. But I also saw someone else asking about garbage collection. Kerry-Ann says no garbage collection in Portobello Estate in Montego Bay for over 3 weeks. So that's one for you, Mr. Gordon. Portobello Estate in Montego Bay, no garbage collection for about 3 weeks now. So Mr. Gordon will make note of that one and give that information to Mr. Gordon so that he can get into that, see what's happening there and possibly get a truck to come either today or sometime this week so that we can clean things up in Portobello. Somebody said, Katie Buello said, save your money and your gas. You know it. You know it. Because if I leave home, if I make 7:15, catch me at home, I just prepare myself to sit in some traffic. I prepare myself for it. Especially because back to school is still kind of fresh. Yeah, man. I prepare myself for it. But no, not many people are going that direction. So I'm just a breeze. It's just a breeze. And I really appreciate that. I really, 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 really appreciate the fact that it's not so difficult to get to work and I am closer to my house. All right. Just to remind you of the number, our usual phone lines aren't up just yet. So the number to reach us on is 618-6730. Of course, 876 before that, 618-6730, and calling out again to the authorities. NWA, the Minister with Responsibility for Works, that is a major road, so I know that's an NWA assignment. Spanish Town Road, right before you get to the 3 miles area under that bridge, there is a major pothole that cost Michelle a rim and a tire, and I'm sure probably some other parts of her car this morning. NWA, Minister Robert Morgan, there's a pothole on Spanish Town Road that needs your attention urgently, and we're asking you, please pay attention to it. You have been doing great. We've mentioned a couple potholes in the past couple of weeks, and we've seen where there's improvements quick time, especially that one that was on, is that Hope Road? That's Hope Road, right? Yes. Just before the hole that was in the filter lane to get onto Trafalgar. Yeah, that one has been fixed, and we really appreciate the quickness with which that was sorted out. So to the authorities, once again, Spanish Town Road needs your attention. There's a pothole close to, right before you get to 3 miles, there's a pothole there that needs your attention. Kareem Boyatings. Kareem, you're up early. Good morning. Kareem say, hear you about breeze. Nora, don't make me plug out the name. Kareem, I'm sure, maybe a little bit more challenging for you to get to work. But, sometimes we have to give and take, Kareem. And I'm sure you'll get into the groove of things pretty soon. Do we have a caller? Is that Corel? Good morning, Corel. Is this
Good morning.
Councillor
Good
Corel
morning.
Davis?
Good morning, Nora. How are you doing?
Good morning. I am good.
Right. I wish I could say the same as you, even though I am in good health and I am breathing.
Yes.
That is good. But I am a little worried as it relates to the impending rain. We have been having sustained rainfall in my division, the Mountain Industry Division.
Yes.
And with the intended storm or rain, I know that we will be having some difficulties, and therefore I want you to help me to call on NWA. So tell us what is happening with from Riversdale to Williamsfield Bridge. There is a breakaway coming into Riversdale. There's a stick that is planted there for months. And also, there is a breakaway leading into Hampshire. If we get sustained rain, I am telling you, residents will be marooned in Hampshire. So I'm just calling on Minister and the WA. So if they could dispatch an officer to these locations and see how best we can remedy some of these situations before all hell break loose.
Well, we are currently under tropical storm watch here in Jamaica, and the Met Services is forecasting that it will develop into in the next 48 hours. So you're saying there's a breakaway at Riversdale and Hampshire, but the bridge is where?
So and I was just asking NWA because that stretch of road was supposed to be completed long ago.
Oh, the road
from Riversdale to Williamsfield Bridge.
Okay, Riversdale to Williamsfield Bridge. That road is your concern.
Yes.
Okay.
And the two breakaway, where a stick has been planted in that hole for months now. And NWA is aware of it, as also the one in Hampshire, because I know the member of parliament would have reported it. So I just want to know what is the holdback.
You see the challenge.
I'm just begging because our constituency, our division, we're in the hill, we're hilly terrain, and from once we have this sustained rainfall, we're going to be cut off. We're going to be cut off.
Is it raining now in the area? As in, are you getting consistent rain?
Every day from it touch 12 o'clock, we have rain. And this is for months now, Nora, months now. Every day from 12.
And then, that may be the challenge now, because it's difficult to fix a pothole while it's raining, or fix a road especially while it's raining. Yeah, so that may also be the challenge, but the authorities, may need to find some creative ways to get things done, because we do not want the residents in the Mountain Industry Division to be cut off if heavier rain should come in the next 48 hours or during this week, because as the Met Service is letting us know, that could possibly be the case.
What we could recommend is these areas, the breakaway in Hampshire and the one leading into Riversdale. What NWA probably can do is to put signs there, because if persons traversing that thoroughfare who really don't know the road, it can pose a problem.
Can be difficult for them.
If they could go there and, put some signs, cordon off the section there with yellow tape or something like that, we would certainly appreciate it. Same.
Okay, so NWA, the residents in the Mountain Industry Division, they're asking for your assistance if it can come any sooner than yesterday, they would greatly appreciate it. There's a breakaway in Riversdale and also Hampshire, and the road from Riversdale to Williamsfield is in a really bad state, and they are not sure what's going to happen if the rain continues as it is now, or it gets even heavier given the tropical storm watch that we are currently under. So NWA, if you can even assist with some markings just to let persons know that the road ahead is not in the best condition, so there should be caution while traversing, that would help. But they also want some fixing to be done as best as possible. We are going to take a break now. When we come back, we will continue taking your calls.
Fill all your prescriptions, get cosmetics and other pharmaceutical items at Mannings Hill Pharmacy, located at 34A Mannings Hill Road, Kingston. Telephone 924-6280. At Mannings Hill Pharmacy, they stock all the hard-to-get medication. The time by Mannings Hill Pharmacy is
9:48.
It's Monday, get over your blues. Or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The E-Zone is here for you. With this thing of Honey Bee
and Karim Boyatings
from 3 to 5 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM.
We've got your entertainment news.
Then we want to hear your views. Why you say?
Jump in the mix.
Or the hot seat.
Don't miss our brain busters.
Or the crazy giveaways.
Let's talk fashion.
Send us your outfit of the day. Ooh, cutesy. Very demure.
Are you looking for love?
Come on one of our blind dates. Send your request to ezone blinddates@gmail.com. That's ezoneblindates@gmail.com.
And stay tuned for your confessions.
Share them with us at ezoneconfessions@yahoo.com. I mean, is this planet Earth?
Is it?
I don't know. Let me check. Either way, it's got a buzz.
And a bugger thing.
Ow! Ow!
Is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Suene.
Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
Good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Nora Gay Banton, and we are taking your calls this morning inside the Consumer Hour. Just to let you know, the line we are working with this morning for calls, it's 618-6730. That's 618-6730. That's the number you should call if you want to join us on air to air your consumer-related matters. It's 618-6730. That's the number we're taking calls on today. For now, until we get our system back up. All right? Once again, it's 876-618-6730. Those are, that is, I'm used to saying those are the lines. That is the number to call this morning. We have a caller on the line. Good morning. Karim?
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning, Kareem. How are you? I'm good.
I am great and well. It's a beautiful day here in Kingston City.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I am doing great. What's on your mind?
Congratulations on the new space, I must say.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yes. Quickly, there's a pothole, you see?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's a pothole, a drench, a gully, whatever it is, right across from Megamart on Waterloo.
Okay.
The opposite side. It's been there for a while, but yeah, man, something needs to happen.
So that would be the side going towards Devon House.
That is correct.
All right.
So it's on the extreme left hand.
Mm-hmm.
So even just passing it just now, if you don't know the road, if you don't know the road, then you can just drop right into it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes the building on the extreme left, the shade from the building is obviously covering the pothole.
Oh.
More even call it a pothole, to be honest with you, but something needs to happen.
What is it? Open trench.
Open trench. It's a ditch, it's a gully, it's something.
All right.
You understand me? So please.
Okay, no problem. All right, Kareem, see you later.
Will you?
See you later. All right, so NWA. There is a pothole, excuse me, a pothole on Waterloo. It's across from Megamart, but it's on the opposite end. So it's on the side going towards Devon House. There's a pothole. Kareem is describing it as an open trench. It needs your attention. If you don't know the road, you might end up in major problems. So please, if you can also deal with that one, that would be great. So that's 2 potholes there for you that can cause major damage. One, we are very sure it already caused damage because Michelle's vehicle is not as it was when it was properly functioning, because our rim bent up and she lose a tire. So NWA, Spanish Town Road, heading towards 3 miles under the bridge there. That pothole, it needs attention. And we're also learning from Kareem that on Waterloo, there's a pothole across from Megamart on the other side of the road going towards Devon House. Yeah, man, it needs attention. All right? Good. We need those sorted. You've been doing a great job. I call the road fixing authority. Yes. All those who are responsible for roads really appreciate the work you've been doing, and we will really appreciate if those two can be sorted out. Who do we have? Aretha, good morning.
Hi, Nora. Good morning.
Is your last name Franklin?
No.
No, so it's not Aretha Franklin. All right. Good morning, Aretha.
Good morning, Nora. How are you today?
I am good. How are you?
I'm calling on behalf of the Craig Mill Bridge in Portland.
Craig Mill Bridge?
Yes.
Is it Craig Mill?
Craig Mill.
Craig Mill Bridge in Portland, okay?
In Buff Bay, Portland.
Mm-hmm.
It has been broken for some time now.
Mm-hmm.
And the residents there have to be using the river coast as a temporary way to get out of the district. And we're in a hurricane season now. So we're calling on Mr. Vaz, please, if they can fix that bridge for the citizen or the resident of Craig Mill.
Mm-hmm. All right, so residents in Craig Mill, and that's the constituency of MP Daryl Vaz. They're asking for some attention to be given to the Craig Mill Bridge. It has been in a state of disrepair for how long now?
It has been a while, Nora. I'm calling from the United States. It has been a while.
Wow.
It has been a while.
So MP Vaz, I am sure, as a very involved member of Parliament, you would be aware of the state of the Craig Mill Bridge. If we could, if you could let the constituents know what's the update on the bridge. When will it be sorted? Because the residents would love to have use of the bridge to get back and forth in their community. But as it is right now, they are unable to do so. Aretha said they're using along the river to travel across the area, and that cannot be safe because if the river, the water in the river increases, especially when it rains, then you can't walk there. They need use of the bridge, and I'm sure that's what the bridge is for. So MP Daryl Vaz calling on you for some assistance on behalf of the residents in Craig Mill, and I'm sure surrounding areas that use the bridge. They want to know what's the status where the repairs are concerned, and when can they get some assistance. Are you saying we have another caller? We're almost out of time. Oh, we're wrapping. Okay, all right. So that's where we're going to leave it for the Consumer Hour this morning. First Consumer Hour from our new location on Ocean Boulevard. We will be here for the future. So we're making way now for Cliff Hughes Online.
That was the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.
It's Monday. Get over your blues. Or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.